welcome to day 27. I'm actually in the parking lot at the grocery store, and I had to run in and get a few things this morning. I felt like I just had too much going on yesterday, and so this morning I made some soup. It was pretty good. I just had spinach and a half a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes in it, and some better than bouillon, and water, and garlic, and a little bit of rice, not much rice. Anyway, so I had that for breakfast, and then I had to come and get a few things for supper tonight. I'm going to make the Egyptian rice dish, and I also needed to take my daughter to the eye doctor, and she just called me and told me she's ready, so I need to leave the parking lot now and go pick her up. So I thought I would just say hello and let you know what I'm up to. So that's it for today so far, and I'm sure that I will talk to you guys in a little while.
Well, hello everyone. So yes, I'm making the Egyptian dish for supper tonight, and it's called Koshary, K-O-S-H-A-R-Y. I've also seen it spelled with an I at the end, and I've seen it spelled with a K-U, so I'm not really exactly sure how it's spelled, but we're just going to go with K-O-S-H-A-R-Y. It's an Arabic dish. So basically, it calls for multiple different things, and I've done part of it already because I did it earlier so it would be done. So this is a layered dish. On the bottom of the layer, you're going to have pasta. We don't eat gluten of any sort in our house, so I made small little, what are those? They're not elbows, they're little shells that are rice pasta. So I made a batch of those. They're sitting in the, well, everything's just sitting in the oven at the moment, nothing's staying warm, but anyway, so they're in the oven. And then the next layer that you make is the rice layer, which I haven't done yet, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that because you had a whole bunch of not weird, just different spices I'm not used to putting in things, so they're weird to me, I'm sorry. A whole bunch of different spices in the rice when it's cooking, and then the layer on top of that is a layer of brown lentils, and then the lentils, when you're cooking them, you could add salt, pepper, you could add some of the same spices that you put into the rice. I don't think that was necessary because the rice will have a lot of flavor. Plus, after you have your 3 layers of substantial food, then over the top you put a sauce that's basically a tomato sauce, just a can of tomato sauce with some garlic and just a couple of other things in it. So not a whole lot going on for the sauce purposes, but it looks like it's going to be delicious. I'm super excited about it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start working on the rice. So I have, like I said, the pasta is done, the lentils are done, and I just need to do the rice and have that be flavored. So I will show you guys exactly what it is that I'm putting in the rice as we go. Okay, so I've got a big pot, which I don't think you need that big of a pot, to be honest with you, because you're going to not cook it the way I normally cook rice, which is with lots and lots of water. You just are going to put enough water to cover the rice, and then maybe like an inch more. And then I got a big bowl, and it's 2/3 of the way full of rice. So I'm going to put the rice in here. Now the way that you would cook this if you were going to follow the recipe, okay? Not how I'm cooking it. If you were following the recipe, you would heat some oil up in the bottom of your pot first, and then you would put the rice in after that was warm and mix it with that, and then add the spices as you go. I'm not into the oil thing. I'm going to add the spices now, but after I add the spices, I'm going to go and let it warm up, all of the stuff warm up on the stove. And then while it's warm, after it gets warm, then I'll just add the water like I'm supposed to. But I'm not doing the oil bit thing. So let's get some spices in this rice. Okay, so the first thing it calls for is salt and pepper. I'm not going to put salt in it. I don't think that's necessary. If it needs it at the table, no problem. I'll add a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to add it right now. Black pepper. I think this is just to taste. We like black pepper, so I'm going to go ahead and do a decent amount of black pepper in here. Okay. And then we're going to have cumin, okay? We're gonna do half a teaspoon of cumin. Actually, I'm going to do a half a tablespoon, which is a teaspoon and a half because of the amount of rice that I put in there. I might actually put some more rice in there, to be honest with you. We'll see. But now I've got a half a tablespoon of cumin. And we want some ground cardamom. And I'm going to do the same amount of ingredients for all of the different ingredients. So now we've got half a tablespoon, that was a little too much, half a tablespoon of cardamom. We have coriander, so half a tablespoon of coriander. Put that in there. to put in a cinnamon stick. Oh, dropped the lid on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to put a whole cinnamon stick in there. You do leave the cinnamon, excuse me. You leave the cinnamon stick in there while it's cooking and you take it out before you serve it. So I'm going to add, there's something that I'm missing. What am I missing? Oh, I'm not missing anything. I'm going to add a little bit more rice to this because the amount of spices that I put in there, I don't want it to be too overpowering. So I'm going to put a little bit more rice in the bottom of my bowl and put it in there. And then we're going to go warm that up on the stove. So that's what it looks like with the spices that are in there. And I'm just going to add a little bit more rice into there because there's enough spices in there that it's probably going to need it. Now I'm going to go put this on the stove and I'm going to warm it up. And then when I warm it up, I'm going to cover it with water and then put about 1 inch more water on top of it. You want to bring it to a boil. And once it's boiling, then I want to lower it to a low simmer and let it cook for, I believe, 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to go work on that. And once the rice is done, then I'm going to show you guys how to make the sauce. Okay guys, so one word of caution, make sure that you have enough water on top of your rice to make sure that it cooks correctly. So I got it to a boil, I turned the heat down to let it simmer, and I cooked it for 5 minutes, then I went to mix it, and it was sticking to the bottom of the pan, but not too bad. So then I went and mixed it again after another 5 minutes, and it was still kind of crunchy and the water was all gone. So I had to add more water to get it to cook some more. So I cooked it for another 3 minutes, and now it's fine. I'm hopeful that with the sauce on it, it will taste like the combination of the two will just be phenomenal. The rice smells so good. It smells really, really yummy. It doesn't taste that great though. So, I don't know. So we'll see what it tastes like when it's all put together, all said and done. It may just be edible and it may be awesome. I don't know. So let's talk about sauce. So, we've got tomato sauce, no salt added, okay? So we're gonna have 2 cans of that. I'm actually doubling the sauce part of the recipe because I'd rather have too much sauce than not enough. So that's just my opinion though. So I've got 2 cans of the tomato sauce. I'm going to do the black pepper again because it says black pepper to taste. So there's the black pepper. You want 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Whatever kind of vinegar you choose to use, I'm just using rice wine vinegar because it's not wine, sorry, it's just natural rice vinegar. That's what we use a lot in this house. So there's 2 tablespoons of that. And you want 2 tablespoons of garlic. So that wasn't 2 tablespoons, so it's got a new jug of garlic again. So I'll grab a little bit of that off the top, put that in there. And that's it. And then you cook the sauce and you warm it up and see what the flavor is. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay guys, so the sauce is extremely tomatoey, which duh, it's 2 cans of tomato sauce. And the rice smells divine. Doesn't taste so awesome. But now keep in mind, like I said, layer of pasta, layer of rice, layer of lentils. Real pretty, looks real nice together, and then you put the sauce across the top, okay? That's how it's served, that's how you plate it, that's how you make it look nice. So mine just has the rice and the sauce on it. But I wanted to try it for you guys to let you know whether or not this is worth your time and effort and your grocery money. So I have to tell you, absolutely without a doubt, I would not make this again. Just to let you know. It's not bad. If you like the tomatoey flavor in it, it's not too bad. And the sauce is okay. The rice, I guess, is okay. I think I'm objecting to the cumin in it. Not a huge fan of cumin. And so maybe that's what it is. It could be that I'm just not liking that. I'm going to ask my husband to come over and try it and tell me what his opinion is, because he does like cumin. And for those of you that do like cumin, maybe that will give you a better chance of knowing. I'm not going to put him on camera though, because he doesn't really want to visit with you guys. So, could you come here please? He's going to stand right off camera and try this. I promise you I have a person here. See, the fork is now empty. Do, 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 do. Oh, see, you can hear him. His alarm is going off.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Not wonderful. A little bit too tomatoey for me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
But
too
the
tomatoey.
cumin is fine.
Okay, so if you like cumin, the rice probably will taste just fine to you. He's not a huge fan of tomatoes. He does like tomato sauce, and he does like spaghetti sauce, and he does like salsa and that kind of thing. So it's not because of that. I think that it probably needs a little sprinkle of sugar in the tomato sauce actually to make it taste significantly better. So if you like cumin, you'll probably enjoy this. You'll probably like the flavor of the rice. If you're like me and you don't like cumin, leave it out. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah. Another opinion. Child of mine, come here.
Right.
Oh, she has mouth guards that she has to take out quick before she can try something.
Do it a fast camera.
Get in the camera. Say hi. There you go. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
You like the cumin-y flavor?
I'm
And
not
the
sure I
rice?
can taste it.
Okay. But you
It's
like the
very
tomato
mild.
flavor?
Yeah. The tomatoes taste good.
All right, guys.
I think the rice is a little
Maybe
mild.
it's just me. It could very well be. I'm picky about some stuff. Okay. Well, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate your opinion. All right. Well, I guess this is a potentially a doable recipe. So, okay. I'm going to plate it up. Maybe I'll take a picture of it when it's all put together on my husband's plate. Like I said, I think I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in it, make it taste a little bit better. So, okay, guys. So my husband and I both decided to ditch the sauce that goes across the top. I actually am after supper going to make it into spaghetti sauce. It would be very easy to do so. Put some thyme and basil and oregano in there, and then I'm going to also add some sugar to sweeten it up a little bit so that it's more like a spaghetti sauce. Probably end up making some zucchini and some peppers and stuff for that kind of thing. Anyway, so this is what the plate should look like. So you can see that there's a layer of pasta, there's a layer of rice, there's a layer of lentils. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, and what we're going to put on top of it, and I did try this and it tastes delicious with the rice, is a sweet and sour Asian sauce. It's gluten-free, it's lactose-free, it's vegan, and it's very tasty. So I'm going to put that on it, and my husband and I are going to enjoy ours that way. I made a different flavored sauce for the boys already anyway, so theirs will be just fine the way that it is. But I just wanted to show you guys. That's what it's going to look like. That's going to be supper. And I really think that this would look really good with some broccoli on the side. Make it some color of green. But anyway, so not a complete win on this recipe, guys. The rice might actually, you might really enjoy the rice if you like cumin. So far, everybody else has liked it well enough. If you don't like cumin, again, leave it out. I'll probably make it again and try and make the rice again and leave out the cumin. Because I really like the idea of how hearty this is. This is a very filling meal when you just have pasta and lentils and rice. So you have plenty of starch going on. Got plenty of protein in the lentils. So anyway, that's the end of the story for tonight. If I come across anything else of interest, I will let you guys know.